Luke on Sherman TV here with Chris Millington. So 1-0 defeat. What are your thoughts on the game?
Feelings are disappointed. Thoughts. I think two factors have probably influenced the result of the game more than anything. I think some really questionable refereeing has caused a big issue. I think he's given for some reason, every foul that got claimed by Hartlepool in the first half was blown up for, and even the one that resulted in their goal, soft, more given for the shout than the actual contact, I think, and he's also given a number of our lads yellow cards when they're clearly not yellow cards. So first half refereeing performance settles back, and then when a team's got a 1-0 lead at this stage of the season on this pitch, they're going to sit in, and it's very difficult to just break them down. We're not blessed with the type of finances and resources where we can have a Manny Desirui and a Gary Medine up top, and we can just lump the balls into the box and expect them to get their heads on, and we have to play our way in, and that's very difficult on this pitch. We had a number of times when very, very, very talented technical footballers haven't been able to make good passes because of the surface and because of the way the ball's bobbled into them. So frustrating, disappointed. There are two factors outside of our control that have undermined our ability to get a result today, but listen, we're going to have other teams come here and do exactly the same, because that's what they're set up to do, and we're going to have to find a way to deal with it.
Yeah, as you say, first half pretty even. Obviously Hartlepool with a lot of set pieces and a lot of chances just to launch it into the box. Yeah,
a lot of set pieces, and the majority of them, I would think, probably free kicks, the unusual free kicks when you've got our lads at the height and weight is far less than the height and weight of the Hartlepool squad, and yet any coming together seem to result in them getting the free kicks, which just physically it's hard to work out. If you understand the game, it's hard to work out how that is the case. By the sheer physics of those collisions, we should be coming off worse. So, the fact that they were getting free kicks for shouting for them is confusing. So it was set pieces, and I thought we dealt with the majority of them well. There's the one there where they scored off the second phase, which I've not seen it back, but in real time I think we probably could have got up to the ball a bit quicker and maybe affected his ability to shoot through the bodies. But that's been picky. I think the lads have dealt with them manfully for the most part, and just not our day for a number of reasons.
Of course, obviously in the first half as well, Owen Bravery being brought off, is that a precautionary thing?
No. We're very clear with the lads before the game. Time is ticking away. We're not in the position where you've got lots and lots of games to play for lots and lots of points. We've got a handful of games to play for a few points, so we're not going to bide our time and just wait for people to play the way into the game. You've got to affect the game from the first whistle, and if they're not, there are lads on the bench who are hungry and willing to come on and take the place. So yeah, that was behind that decision. I think Owen's a great lad and he's a good footballer, but he wasn't doing anything really to help us out of possession or in possession. So we needed somebody to come on and give more in that position.
Of course, then in the second half, only really one end of the pitch was used, but we just couldn't find a way through.
No, and it's difficult. It sounds like an excuse because I'm referencing the pitch every week. But it's the worst pitch in the league, and we don't lump the ball 60 yards in the air and try and play off seconds. We ain't geared towards that. We don't have the finances to buy players who can be effective in that type of play. So we have to play our way through, and we're hamstrung by the quality of the surface. So nothing we can do about that. We've got to persevere, and we might have to just try and stay in games a little bit longer with a shape change or a personnel change, so that we don't concede goals and have to chase the game. But listen, not a lot's going to change here between now and the end of the season. Certainly not in terms of personnel, and I don't think the pitch is going to improve a great deal either.
Of course, obviously in that second half as well, more than a few penalty appeals and a booking for yourself as well.
Yeah, frustration. Apparently, throwing my pen in frustration. I deserved a yellow card for throwing my pen. But it's a shame we can't give cards ourselves for poor performance, isn't it? Because there were a number of decisions that, listen, you can understand on occasion not getting one, but there were three. I mean, 3 penalties, Luke, for crying out loud. 3 penalties, none of which were given. So, listen, the ref will have his reasons, you know, he'll have his explanations. The fourth official didn't understand them, he couldn't explain them to me. So, look, it is what it is. We don't get a great deal in that sense. We don't get many decisions our way, and I don't see that changing either. For some reason, in all my time at the Shea, when I was here as assistant with Pete, and then in my time as manager, we've never been a fashionable team. We've never been a favourite with the officials, and you know, other teams maybe are. So, you know, good luck to them. It's another little bit of adversity for us to fight against, but that's what we'll do.
Of course, obviously a number of the players in the squad today making their home debuts, and some of them making their full debuts.
Yeah, pleased. In particular for Sean Tarima, I think. I thought he came on and affected the game well. Just gave us a little bit of solidity in the centre of the park, an opportunity for us to land on balls when they were trying to clear them and just staying there half longer. Good to see Daniel out there. Dubham's got a run out at home. So yeah, pleasing, and you know, I'm excited to work with those lads. But let's, you know, have it right. They're putting on Jack Hunter, who has had 2 fantastic seasons here, and you know, we're putting on lads who are 19, 20, 21 years of age, who will be fantastic footballers for us. Don't get me wrong. These lads are they're going to contribute to what we're trying to do, but yeah, they're going to need a little bit of settling in time.
Of course, obviously now got a week on the training ground to work on things, and then it's a long trip down south to Eastleigh next week.
Yeah, long trip. We'll face more of the same. We've had to face it against Dagenham, Oldham, Woking, and now Hartlepool. That direct play, big physical centre forwards, playing for knockdowns and set pieces, long throws. You know, this is something that we've got to deal with. You know, we try and compete and deal with that as best as we can, and make sure that we stay in the game for much longer, and then when the game settles and it becomes a football match, hopefully we'll be the better team. But yeah, there's no easy games left. Every single one of them is going to be a battle, and we've got to be right up for it.
Thank you.
Cheers, Luke.